everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a really special one because it is one of my first collaborations with another YouTuber, and you've probably already guessed who I'm collaborating with today. It is Nicole Chantal. Our collaboration is about the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. First of all, I am so excited to collaborate with Nicole. On her channel, you are going to hear about her thoughts on this palette here. So she is going to do a review, and she's also going to show you how she created a look by using the palette. I am doing the exact same thing, so I hope you enjoy. Before we jump into the makeup tutorial portion, I do want to quickly talk about this palette. I was so excited when this actually arrived. I did get it before Christmas, and before reviewing it, I wanted to take some time to play around with the palette to really get a good understanding of the formula of the shadows, the color range, and the types of looks that you can create. So I have compiled all of my thoughts, and I am happy to say this is a palette that I absolutely love, and I would highly recommend it without any hesitation. This palette has a beautiful color range. First of all, the packaging itself is really adorable. It is sort of a metal case, and it does have a magnetic closure, although mine is a little bit wonky. It does close, but it kind of closes lopsided. So part of the lid over here kind of stands up while the other part sits closed. So I don't know if that's just a factory defect or if that's just the nature of the packaging, but what I do know is my chocolate bar palettes don't do that. The cover of this is adorable. It does have raised sort of little peaches here. You see Sweet Peach, the title of the palette, the name of the brand, and on the back you've got a little bit of information, nothing that you really need to read. Seriously. When you crack open this palette, you do have a beautiful mirror. I'm sorry, I'm blinding you. It is a little bit on the small side, so I find it a little bit hard to actually use to do any sort of makeup looks. So I don't find the mirror very practical in this palette, primarily because this sort of Sweet Peach thing covers up most of it. This palette contains 18 shadows, and they do vary from mattes to glitters and shimmers. All of these shadows are so easy to use. They blend out like a dream. You'll have absolutely no issues there, and they go on with a lot of pigment. So really, when you dip your brush in there, you don't need a lot because it will have a lot of color on it already. The shimmer shadows and those that kind of lean towards the metallic side are a lot more buttery and creamy, and I'd say even the matte shadows in this palette have a really nice creamy formula to them. And I know with a lot of matte shadows it can be hard to get that sort of butteriness. Most of them do tend to be a little bit on the powdery side, but all of these are so creamy. When you do dip your brush into the palette to pick up a shade, you don't need to like really dig in there because you are going to get a lot of color because the pigmentation is unreal. Not to mention, this palette smells delicious. Too Faced is known for infusing different scents within their palettes, especially the chocolate bar palette and the semi-dark chocolate palette. I think that's what it's called. I think I buggered that up, but anyways, both of those do smell like cocoa, like beautiful hot chocolate. It is delicious, and this one is no exception. It smells like peaches. The scent in my palette isn't overwhelming. I think it just has a nice hint of peaches, but I have heard from some others that the scent is a little overwhelming, but mine turned out okay. It's not bothersome, and it doesn't linger. What's great is that this palette also comes with a small little insert, as with most Too Faced products, and it does give you examples of ways that you can use the shadows included. So if you have been debating on whether or not you want to buy this palette or if you want to skip it, I would say get your hands on it as quickly as possible because I know it's going to sell out. Knowing most of my eyeshadow palette reviews, I am going to insert swatches right here. remember, don't forget to go and check out Nicole's channel. I will link it in the description box below. She is a fellow Canadian YouTuber and I absolutely adore her. She has never steered me wrong. She has great reviews and recommendations, and girlfriend can wear a wig like no one else. Nicole, you rock. So those are my thoughts on the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and you saw some swatches, and now we are going to jump into the makeup tutorial portion of this video. All right, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited to be playing with this Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Yes, that's me having a dance party. All right, just zoomed you in a little bit closer. The first color we are going to go in with is Nectar, and I'm just going to be placing Nectar all over my brow bone using a Morphe E17 brush. This is meant to just highlight my brow bone, so I'm doing it on both sides there. The next color I am going to use is just Peachy. This is a beautiful shimmery peach color, and I am going to take my Morphe E28 brush and I'm going to be putting this into my crease and just a little bit above that. And as you can see, in order to place this color where I want it to go, I am using circular motions on the outer portion of my eye so it gets a really nice blown out effect. And then the closer I get towards the inner corner of my eye, I'm using windshield wiper motions back and forth. And this is going to give the appearance of a really nice blended out color. The more you blend and the higher you go, the lighter the pressure should be with your brush. And as you can see, it's got a beautiful pink color now. I love the way it looks. Now I'm going in with Candied Peach, and I'm going to take a Carol Baker shadow brush. So this is a small brush, and as you can tell, I am blown away by the pigment. Unfortunately, what the camera does not capture is the pink sparkles that are inside of this shadow, but I love how pigmented it is. And the best way to apply this is to just pat it on rather than swipe it across your lid. So as you can see, I am using patting motions there to apply the shadow, and it gives such beautiful color payoff. I love the way this looks, and I've only applied it to the center of my lid. Now I'm going in with Summer Yum, and I'm going to complete the other part of my eyelid. And again, I am just blown away by the pigmentation of these shadows. So just on the outer portion, I am going to pat this into onto, I should say, my eyelid, and I'm going to make it blend with Candied Peach. So just very lightly patting it in there, and take your time doing this. Don't rush. It is a work of art, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go. You can see how it's blended out and it sort of fades. The next color I'm going in with is Delectable. I love the name of these eyeshadows. And I am using a Morphe R39 eyeshadow brush. This is more of a blending brush. And I've just applied a little bit of that color on the outer corner of my eye. And as you can see, I'm blending it out using circular motions, but I'm also really digging it in there into my socket so I can get a nice sort of outer V. And I love how this is looking right now. To define my crease a little further, I am taking this color also into the crease just so I can get as much color payoff as possible, and it really gives you a lot of dimension with your eyes. I'm also taking the same color, Delectable, and putting that on my lower lash line using a Morphe E11 brush. So this is an angled brush. It's actually meant for your brows, but I love using it for my lower lash line. And to blend that bad boy out, I am using a Morphe E18 brush. Nice and easy. I want to get a really nice smoked out lower lash, so I'm taking my time with the blending process. And to highlight the inner corner of my eye, I'm going back into Nectar. It's the same color we used to highlight the brow bone, and I'm just popping it in there really quickly. I absolutely love the way this looks, but I felt it was really missing a little bit of glitter. So I am using my Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in Midnight Cowboy, and I'm applying that to the inner corner of my eye and just taking it out to the middle portion of my lid. And to tone it down a little bit because I didn't want it to be so bright, I did go back into Candied Peach with my Carol Baker shadow brush, and I'm just patting that color on top of the glitter. And I think it tones it down just enough, and it looks beautiful. I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara to my lashes using the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. You can just apply this to your lashes and you are good to go, or you can take it one step further and use false lashes. I will be applying the Lily lashes in Goddess. Whoops, I've got to flip that box around. I love the way these lashes look. They give you a really nice cat eye effect and just enhance your own lashes. Boom, there we go. It looks stunning. Now to finish off my face, I am going to take the Marc Jacobs Air Blush in Lines and Last Night, and I'm going to apply this all over my cheeks. This is a beautiful sort of pinky peach sort of coral color. I thought it would complement the eye look that we've got going on. And of course, to highlight, I am going in with Becca Highlight in Opal. I couldn't find my champagne pop, so I made this one work. I'm just applying this to the top part of my cheekbones just to get a little bit of extra glow. And now I'm going to use Almond Rose. This is one of Maybelline's new nude lipsticks, number 565. I'm applying it all over my lips, and I am ready. I hope you enjoyed this review and makeup tutorial. Thank you again so much for watching. Stay beautiful, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.